Hello and welcome to justcomparecars.com. My name is James and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video of this 2018 Nissan Navara. It's a 2.3 DCI 190 Tekna, double cab. It's a manual gearbox and it's done 95,000 miles and it's got full Nissan service history with 5 services in total. Okay, so we've been doing these walk around videos for quite a while now and we find them to be very popular, mainly because it means you get to view the vehicle from the safety and comfort of your own home, but as if you were here today with me in person. As I walk around the vehicle with you today, we'll look at all the panels individually, looking for any marks, scratches or dints. We'll look at the wheels and the tyres, looking at the tread depths, and looking under the arches. Then we'll have a look in the back. Then we're going to have a look inside the vehicle, looking at the seats and all the functionality. I'll even tell you what it smells like inside. And we're going to do that. We're going to get the bonnet up and have a look at the engine bay. And finally, we'll have a look underneath at the underside of the engine, the chassis, and of course, a spare wheel. Now, in preparation for this video, I've taken it for a good run. It drives really well, great on all the gears, clutch is nice as well. And it's good on fuel as well, which is really nice to know. Okay, so let's start with the bonnet and then we can work our way around from there. Zoom that out a little bit, there we go. Hopefully you can see from the video it's in really very clean condition and there's no nasty marks or dints and everything looks really very nice and clean. Let's get rid of a few bits of dust off it. There are a few stone chips, but it's far from serious. So there's a couple here. I noticed, where is it? There's one there as well. That's probably the worst of it. As you can see, it is tiny. But no dents, no marks, everything else looks really nice and clean. So headlights, they have got daylight running lights in them. Headlights nice and clear, there's no damage. Front bumper's in nice clean condition, as is the grille. And also the passenger side, get my words out, passenger side headlight too. And then passenger side front wings in nice clean condition and there's no nasty marks or dents. Passenger side front wheel and tyre, it's a Continental tyre, the wheel's in great condition and I would guess there's approximately 6mm of tread. Windscreen is free from any stone chips or cracks. Passenger side mirror back's nice and clean, there's no damage and the mirror's intact. Let's go over the pillars. As you can see, there's no nasty marks or dents and it's nice and clean. And the passenger side of the roof is nice and clean as well. So before I go down the passenger side and look a little closer, I always like to take this view. The reason being is when you look at this view, you can see straight away there's no misalignment of gaps. And also you can see there's no mismatch of colours, so it's obviously not been painted. Right, so let's go down the passenger side. I always like to do this view first. The reason being, when you do this view here, it really gives you a clear indication if there's any dents on the panels. And hopefully you can see from that there isn't. And again, it's the same from this end. I can't see anything at all. Side steps in nice clean condition, although there is a little bit of a squawk there, but nothing serious. Right, so rear quarter. And again, it's in nice clean condition. I can't see any marks or dents. Let's have another couple of passes just to make sure we're not missing anything. There is a little dent just here. If you can see that, it's tiny, but it is there. Passenger side rear wheel and tyre, it's a matching Continental tyre, the wheel's in great condition and I'd say there's a little bit more tread on the rear, it's probably about 7mm. Under the arches, as you can see, again nice and clean. As we can see, it's got a canopy. Not sure what the make, but what I quite like is it's got the opening side, so they're not cheap. Really decent quality. Obviously if you're a tradesman or if you've got dogs, and obviously you want to utilise that, that's quite a nice little extra, that. And as you can see, they work perfectly. Just trying to see who makes the canopy. I'm not sure, but it's a good quality one, as you can see. Pneumatics work perfectly. And the actual canopy itself's in nice clean condition, which is nice to see. Obviously when they've fitted it, it's come with an extra secure bar which they've then attached to the top of this bar here, which gives you added security, so it can't just be opened. This has got to be opened first, as you can see. Can you see that won't open? So that's really good. Not sure who makes a canopy, I've got to be honest. It kind of looks like an SSE, but I'm not 1000%. But the canopy itself is in nice clean condition. As you can see. Right, so passenger side tail lights in nice clean condition. There's a couple of little tiny marks on there, but nothing serious. It's certainly not gone through. There's no misting or damage. Everything looks good. Rear bumper's in nice clean condition. We have got a little bit of a dent there, but it's not bad. Parking sensors, and obviously it's got the 360-degree camera as well. Tailgate's in nice clean condition. There's no damage. And everything's nice and clean. Being picky, there's a couple of little marks on the actual spoiler, but that's just obviously part and parcel being used. And it's got a tow bar, and it's got the earlier style electrics. That's good. Let's have a quick look in the van. We had a quick look, let's have another look anyway. So inside the back, it's nice and clean. It's clearly not had a hard life. Everything looks in great condition. Smells clean in the back as well. So driver's side tail lights in nice clean condition. There's no damage, no cracks, no misting. Everything looks good. Rear quarter, and again, really nice clean condition. No nasty marks or dents. You'll notice they've got two apparent fuel caps. That's because it's got AdBlue, which means it's a Euro 6 or ULEZ, ultra low emission zone compliant vehicle. Obviously getting more and more important in cities around the country. Right, so pillars, nice clean condition, no damage. Driver's side, and again, no misalignment gaps, no mismatch of colour, it's all good. So let's go down the driver's side. Hopefully you can see there's no nasty marks or dents. There is a little one there though, if you can see that. It's tiny. Can't see any others on the panels though. Driver's side mirror back's nice and clean, no damage, mirror's intact. And finally, the passenger side front wing's in nice clean condition and there's no damage. Driver's side rear wheel and tyre, matching Continental tyre, wheels in good condition. About the same, about 6 mil or so. And under the arch is nice and tiny. Driver's side front wheel and tyre, matching Continental tyre, wheels in great condition, matching tread depth. So the good news, it's got a full set of Continental tyres and they've all got plenty of tread depth on them. Right, so onto the interior. It's worth mentioning that they are keyless entry, keyless go, so as long as you've got your key in your pocket, you can press that button there and that will unlock it and lock it as well. And when you jump in the vehicle, it will start as long as you've got the key with you. Right, so driver's side door cards in nice clean condition, there's no damage, everything's nice and clean. On the armrest you've got your electric windows ×4, your window lock, door lock, electric folding mirrors, and then also your electric mirror control from there. It's got Navara mats all round, carpets are in clean condition as well. Driver's seat, bolsters are nice and firm. The material, as you can see, is nice and clean, there's no damage, everything looks good. It's a fully electric seat. Hopefully, as you can see, it works perfectly. Now if you watch this part here, you can use this button here and then pump that up. So a lot of people do suffer from like sciatica or back problems, and that would help you while you're driving, make it comfortable as possible for you. Right, so onto the interior. Just take this off my arm, sorry, bear with me 1 second. Dashboard is lovely and clean, there's no nasty marks or damage, everything looks good. Passenger seat, bolsters are very firm, materials are nice and clear. I don't think that's been used, if I'm honest with you. Do see that a lot. Obviously company directors like these, they'll obviously claim the VAT back and all the tax back on the fuel, and they make a lot of sense in that sense, because obviously they'll just use them and that's it. Smells nice inside, doesn't smell of anything particularly bad, you know, just smells like cleaning product really. Steering wheel is in nice clean conditions. A little, oh no it's not, I'm exaggerating. It's been cleaned. Yeah, all the stitching's intact, there's no patches, everything looks nice and clean. Right, so start it up. It is a manual gearbox, so it's just a matter of dropping your clutch, putting your foot on the brake, pressing the stop start button. It does a preheat and it just starts straight away, no problem at all. Like I said before, I've taken this vehicle for a good drive. The clutch is nice, it drives really well, and it's actually quite good on fuel as well, which is also good to know. There's a key ratchet low, we can look at that obviously for you. So on the dashboard there's no warning lights, other than the fact that I'm not wearing my seatbelt, the handbrake's on and the fuel's a bit low, but other than that, nothing else. As you can see, this one's averaging 34.1. Manual gearbox, you could get 45 out of that quite easily. And as you can see, there's no other warnings on there at all. Yeah, all good. So let's have a look at the reversing camera first on the media centre. You can see you've got your 360 degree view to the left, and then also your reverse image to the right. If you then press your camera button, it will give you the left hand view, which I quite like. Reason being, obviously you can't see down there while you're on your own. You're not going to damage your wheels, you're not going to knock a kid over, which is always nice to know. Then you go into driving gear first, and it will then give you the forward facing view, which I quite like. So even if you want to park against a wall, it just means you're not going to bang your bumper. You can do that at any point. So if you're in, as you can see, first, click on camera, gives you the 360 view and also your forward facing. So you know, if you want to manoeuvre in a car park or park against a wall, it means you can do that quite easily. Right, so media sensors, obviously you've got your navigation and your map. It's a nice size screen, it works really well. If you click on info, then you can have my applications. You plug your phone in using the USB down below. You've got Facebook, you've got Google, and you've got other applications on there as well. Obviously you've got CD, you've got auxiliary, and also radio, and obviously you've got DAB, FM and AM. And it's a pre-populated DAB list for wherever you are. Everything works as you would expect, and it's nice, clean as well. Heated seats, let's give those a go. Air conditioning is already on, like I say, it works. It's cold straight away. It's got that bite to it, you know, and it works perfectly. So that's good. Steering wheel controls, this part is your cruise control, the lower part is voice command, and also you can answer and hang up your phone from there. And then the left hand side is basically media center control and volume. Bit of Robbie Williams, and nice and clear, no distortion, everything sounds good. Yeah, so I can't think of anything else. Oh, heated seats work, by the way, they just started kicking in. Armrest, obviously, and it's got 12 volt socket in there as well. There's a 12 volt socket up above too, so plenty of options. Sunglasses holder, spectacles holder, whatever. Yeah, everything's nice and clean. Obviously electric windows will work perfectly. Tinted windows in the rear. Electric folding mirrors, and they work perfectly as well. So yeah, everything's spot on. Down by your right knee, this one's got stop start, stability control and parking sensors, the fuel caps there, illumination for your clocks, and also your trip reset as well. Down in the middle you've got your four-wheel drive, switchable four-wheel drive, hill descent. It might be telling me off because the door's open, but you can lock and unlock the vehicle from there as well. Alright, so switch this off. Just while we're here, let's pop the bonnet, which is just here, future reference if you need to know. Door card in the rear is nice and clean, there's no damage. Just pull that back a little bit, there we go. Everything looks good. A little bit of paint missing on that, but it's nothing really. Bolsters are very firm in the back. Don't think they've been used. As you can see, they've got the overmats all round. It's also worth mentioning, if you ever think it smells a bit fusty inside, take your mats out. Sometimes these, when they've been in a little while, you take those out and the smell will go. Under the seats, everything's nice and clean. These are your cubby holes under here where all your tools are, your jack, etc. Both sides, obviously. But yeah, everything's nice and clean. It's worth mentioning we are specialists in commercial vehicles, pickup trucks, and we've always got new ones arriving all the time. So if this one's not for you, check our website, we might have something else. All of them have got videos like this as well. So, passenger side door cards in nice clean condition, there's no damage. A little tiny bit of paint missing on there. I do see that a lot, people's knees rub against them and whatever else. Again, obviously the overmats in the back, in the front. Carpets are nice and clean, seats are obviously in fantastic condition as well. Driver's side rear, and again, really very clean. And everything looks spot on. Let's have a look under the bonnet. So, obviously it's got full Nissan service history, it goes without saying, it's been looked after. I managed to do that, let me zoom back out, there we go. Yeah, full Nissan service history, 5 services if I remember right. It's got a genuine Nissan battery as well. Whilst if it's in the manufacturer's warranty, which I think it is at the minute, if your battery ever goes flat, you can take that back and they will replace it under your manufacturer's warranty as well, which is good to know. Turbo unit you can see is nice and clean, it's free from any oily residue. There's no signs of any historic oil leaks around the engine bay either. It doesn't take a genius to figure out, it looks nice and clean and dry. Also, we don't clean these, and as you can see, if you see this here, that's perfect. This is just as it's come, it's just really very clean. Now I've got crud on my finger, let's get rid of that. But yeah, all the fluids are clean into the correct levels, no shocks, everything looks superb. Like I said before, you know, if you want to see something else or see something a bit more detailed, just give me a shout. Happy to show you anything. Underneath, again, no signs of any historic oil leaks. Chassis is in great condition, as is the exhaust and prop. And the rear diff is nice and clean and dry. No signs of any historic oil leaks or oily residue suggesting that they've got a leak. Everything looks great. It's got a brand new Continental tyre and it's a steel wheel. Okay, so hopefully I've shown you everything that you would need to see if you were here today with me in person. Maybe even a little bit more. It's obviously better to see too much than not enough at the end of the day. It is in my mind anyway. Also worth mentioning, if you like the look of the truck, have a look on Facebook. There'll be some new pictures on there that you won't see anywhere else. If you can give us a like and a thumbs up, we'd appreciate it. For the moment though, thanks for watching and sticking with me. I really appreciate it. Take care, stay safe. Bye bye.